Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. Nothing.
First, I'd like to say peace to the gods.
Welcome
to Truth Tuesday with your host, Akeem L.
He knows more than you can imagine.
The truth.
Well, the truth is, you got to get yourself together.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your mind right.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your paperwork in order. The truth is.
Hindsight Radio.
I'm listening, but are they listening?
Hindsight Radio.
What you talking about? Okay. What about Tuesday? Yo, Akeem, pick me up. Yo, turn that on, son.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you'll be able to listen to the show.
At last.
Hindsight Radio.
The truth is Tuesday.
With your host, Akeem L. The truth.
Peace, everybody. This is Akeem L. From Hindsight Radio. You're listening to the Truth Tuesday show. How's everybody? I'm a little off-centered here because I had some technical difficulties just as I was about to start. Got some new equipment here. Now I'm not using my equipment because it started to act up. So I just want to make sure everybody can hear me clearly. Just text me real quick if y'all can hear me, or throw it up in the chat, please. Because I got a lot to talk about tonight. I want y'all to hear me. So are we good? We good? Yep, they said they could hear you. Teammates sent me a message. Thank you for the support. All right. First off, I wish everybody well, peace, prosperity, wealth, good health, and all of that good stuff. Life is nothing but good for me. Even when it seems difficult, it's still good. We cannot allow small moments of disappointment or what we perceive as disappointment to let us forget about all of the great things that's going on in our lives, right? We got our health, we got a roof over our head, we got a place to go and get under the covers and get some sleep, some rest. You got jobs, you got businesses. I know some of you want to shed the boss, but right now you have a job. You got money coming in. There's some people that don't have that. And largely you have these things because you have manifested these things into your reality. So you can change those realities if you have a job. You can change that just with a simple thought, right? Everything's thought. Do you know God is thought? You know, they talk about in John the Word. What is the Word? The Word is just the word that comes through your consciousness that expresses itself through thought, and then it reveals itself through creation. You see, everything you're seeing is a thought first, idea. So even those bad ideas are, you choose to take part in that. I know myself, I have been guilty of those things, of taking part in things that can tend to put me in a negative mindset. So, but the good thing about it, I recognize it, and the good thing about it, you can recognize it too when you do get in those negative mindsets, because it's going to creep up on you. Because negativity is all around us, trying to get in. The demons are always knocking at the door, trying to get in. Those are the real demons that they're talking about, those negative thoughts that get in your head that you allow to play out scenarios that may not be true. And even if they are true, we let them change our mood. We let them destroy the good that is coming into our life. So we have to be careful on what we're doing. What did I want us to talk about? So, a couple of announcements before I get into the whole name change case that I went and did my hearing yesterday. And it was a truly enlightening experience. I'm actually like in surreal mode. Like, did it really happen the way it did? Because it happened far better than I anticipated. So, but I'll talk about that. First, I want to announce the shows. You know, we got it's not just me on this show anymore. It's I got Jessica and Tasia is on Thursday with the Divine Connection. Xavier's on Friday, Freedom Friday. Sometimes he does Saturday. We got Bathsheba, the number one host on talking about homeschooling, the number one lady in my life. So she's doing great things. We got some real powerful ladies on this station. I mean, before we didn't have any. Now we have 3. You know, might get one more. Who knows? Bun Bay, powerful brother. You know, I really admire him. You know, the mindset changed from the time I met him. You know, I always liked him. You know, from the time we met, even though we bumped heads a couple of times over the phone. He didn't bump heads with me. I bumped heads with him. He was always, reserved, even when I was a little short with him. But there was always something about him that I liked. You know, he was a quiet brother. He listened. And whenever we did consultations, he definitely took my advice, and that's why he got success. One of the things, and I'm realizing more and more, that there's certain people that just won't follow your directions to the letter. They won't do it. They always got to add in their mix. And then when they get a different result, it's the judge's fault. It's someone else's fault. But, like I always say, if I give you something to do and you mix it up, then that's not my process anymore. That's yours. Now, you own that. You understand? Because what I give you guys, it's something that I've done, and it worked. Now, one of the few things that I've told you guys to go do before I got it done was the name change. But I did it now. It's done. Now I can tell you what happens in that courtroom. But there's certain people, they just won't follow you all the way, and I'm okay with that, but don't get upset. And when they don't get results, I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, do it this way, but they chose to add in their extra spin, and they got different results, and then it didn't work out for them. And I had several other people in the past. They're still fighting court cases over and over, the same court cases, and it's not getting any remedy. It's just getting worse. Why? Simply because they won't follow directions, and simply because they won't study for themselves. Understand why I say do it a certain way. I don't tell you guys to do something because I'm just talking. I just like to hear myself sound like I know what I'm talking about. I tell you how to do something because I know what I'm talking about. And some people just have distrust in those things. And I kind of identified certain people who are like that. But I'm not going to go into all of it. I don't want to talk negative about them, but it's, it's understandable. There's a certain group of people who have grown up with a certain type of entitlement, and they, when a person like myself comes to them with information, I'm not the authority. So I can't be telling the truth. But after I read this paperwork tonight, it's going to be the truth. And some of y'all did get your name changed, but I'm not sure if it reads quite like my order. I'm going to read it. I know I said I wouldn't give y'all a remedy, but I was told not to give you a remedy, but I also was told I have to read this. So I'm going to read it. So, once again, stay positive, stay off the negative stuff. Stop watching that crap on TV that keeps your mind negative. Stop listening to people that's negative. Stop thinking negative thoughts, and always create positivity in life. So let's move on. Name change. Why is it important? They got you in all caps. They switched you up, and they put you into this pseudo personality, this alter you, this what is it called? A DBA, so to speak. They put you in business mode without your without your permission. They put you in commerce without your permission. They took your name and DBA'd it into all caps. That's what they did. When you see that, that's a DBA. That's an assumed name. You understand? All right. So let me set the scene. I went to court yesterday. I thought I had to be there at 9:30. Then I looked at the invitation, and it said 11. Oh, I said I gave me more time. And I'm gonna tell you, just so y'all know that I'm still working on my consciousness when it comes to these things. I almost didn't go. I was just like, what am I doing this for? Like, why am I going? I don't need this. I could do this. I started to create all of these ideas in my head to get around it. Just an excuse not to go. But I had to fight myself. I had to fight my own consciousness. I'm telling you, the battle is not out of you. It's always inside. I had to fight myself. Man, I can't go. The day before, I was having all of these crazy paranoia ideas. So I had to really talk to the ancestors, talk to myself, talk to the God in me, everything. And just calm all of these demonistic thoughts that were coming up to be an adversary to what I was trying to do. There's no way I cannot show up, and I'm telling you guys to do this. But I'm telling you, just so y'all know, I'm not exempt from negative ideas. I'm not exempt from battling with my own self. So I went. Now I dressed down. I had my suit on. My kind of dark gray suit, black tie, light blue shirt, sharp at my Johnston, some nice shoes on, nice watch. Got there about 30 minutes early, and I noticed something. The people, they had a guy like at a front desk, like wearing a suit, and he had this badge on. It wasn't a regular, like a sheriff's deputy badge. I didn't get a good look at it. Oh, that's odd. Okay. And then when I walked in, and he spoke to me, and I said, "Hi, how are you? How you doing?" And he said, "I'm good." And but he had a certain hardness about him, but he was still polite. And he said, "What's your name?" I told him my name. "Oh yeah, we're expecting you." Boom, good. Go down to that last courtroom, number 1, and they'll call you and they'll come out and get you. I went down there, sat down. It wasn't 5 minutes before whoever was in the courtroom before me came out. Then another guy with a suit on and this funny badge comes out. And I'm like, this is interesting. But I didn't, my mind was so focused on getting through the process, I didn't pick up on it until after I got off the phone and I talked to the guy I deal with the BC bond, and he said something to me. I'll tell you what he said, but get in there. It's the judge, the clerk, the guy with the suit on who brought me in, and 3 sheriff's deputies sitting in there. One to the right of me, one in back of me, one to the left of me, and then the other guy with the suit on. And if you ever been to court, the bailiffs are in sheriff deputy uniforms. They're not in. It was almost like I was in a federal court, because that's where you see those guys. They're wearing a suit as the bailiffs. But went in there, and the judge invites me to sit down, and he's polite, very nice judge. I can't say, he was very open, and he said, Mr. Barber, I see you want to change your name. And he says, I just want to understand some things before we officially do this. He says, I just want to understand, I see your name, Akeem Barber, and you want to change it to Akeem Barber, but the only difference I see here is one name is in all caps, one is in the traditional form. That's the exact words he used. And I just want to understand, do you want to change your name from the all caps to the traditional form, or from the traditional form to the all caps? You know that's a trick question, right? Because my position was very clear. So I said, I want to change it from the all caps to the traditional, or the proper name. The way things are supposed to be styled. He said, oh, okay. And then he says, I see the birth certificate. It looks like it's in the traditional form, but somehow, did it get into the all caps? Can you explain that? And I said, somehow we got into the all caps. I don't know how, but that's what it is now. And I just want to correct that. And then he said, well, tell me why you want to do this. Why is this important to you? And I said, well, there's some legal reasons why I want to do it, but the real reason I want to do it is spiritual. I want to put off the old man and become the new man. And he said, oh, okay, so personal reasons. He never said spiritual religion. Remember what I tell you. If I talk about spiritual or religious, he can't talk about it. So he had to identify it as personal. So he said, oh, okay. And then I said, I realize the entities may not take the all caps off of these things like the driver's license or my passport, but as long as I get an order from this court saying that is my proper name, I'm satisfied with that. He said, if I give you an order today, he didn't say if. He said, when I give you this order today, you will be able to go and change these things. You will be able to go to, and he was very specific, the DMV, the passport, and you can go to the IRS, which I thought was odd. Why did you bring it to IRS? Then he said, the IRS and the Social Security Administration. That was his exact words to me. And I was like, interesting. I said, because I didn't bring up the legal, he did. See, you got to remember, and I have to go to it before I finish the story. I got to read something to you. I got to find out where it is. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find it. There's something, and it's all biblical. And there's people who try to laugh about when I said use this Bible as your way out of this this hole they dug for us. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm just trying to find it. Give me one. Because I can't tell the story without reading this. All right. Let's see if we got it now. All right. All right. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but I have to. Give me 1 second. I should have had this up, and it's what happened during the trial of Jesus. It says, okay, here we go. I'm gonna read it from John chapter 18, I'll start from the very beginning of 18. After saying these things, Jesus crossed the Kidron Valley with his disciples and into a grove of olive trees. Judas, the betrayer, knew this place because Jesus had often gone there with his disciples. The leading priests and Pharisees had given Judas a contingent of Roman soldiers and temple guards to accompany him. Now, with blazing torches, lanterns, and weapons, they arrived at the olive grove. Jesus fully realized all that was going to happen to him, so he stepped forward to meet them. Who are you looking for? He asked. Right? He stepped forward. He didn't hide. Jesus the Nazarene, they replied, and then he said, I am he. Jesus said, Judas, who had betrayed him, was standing with them. As Jesus said, I am he, they all drew back and fell to the ground. Once more, he asked them, who are you looking for? And again, they replied, Jesus the Nazarene. I told you that I am he, Jesus said. And since I am the one you want, let these others go. He did this to fulfill his own statement. I did not lose a single one of those who have given me. Then Simon Peter drew a sword and slashed off the right ear of the Malchus, the high priest's slave. But Jesus said to Peter, put your sword back into its sheath. Shall I not drink from the cup of suffering the Father has given me? So the soldiers, their commanding officer, and the temple guards arrested Jesus and tied him up. First, they took him to Annas, since he was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, the high priest at that time. Caiaphas was the one who had told the other Jewish leaders, it's better that one man should die for the people. Simon Peter followed Jesus, as did another of the disciples that the other disciples was acquainted with the high priest, so he was allowed to enter the high priest's courtyard with Jesus. Now, you notice all Jesus did was identify himself. He's not doing a whole lot of talking, right? They're accusing him of something, and he's not doing much talking. And this is a problem that people are having in court. They want to talk, and they want to do all of this talking. I didn't do much talking in there. I only basically said yes, no, correct, confirmed. That's pretty much all I did. Other than when I told him the spiritual aspect of what I wanted. Let me keep reading. Then the disciples who knew the high priest spoke to the woman watching at the gate, and she let Peter in. The woman asked Peter, you're not one of that man's disciples, are you? No, he said, I am not. So there Peter betrayed him. See, that's what was happening to me. Before I went to court, my mind was trying to betray me, to keep me from going in and do this work. Because it was cold, the household servants and the guards had made a charcoal fire. They stood around it, warming themselves, and Peter stood with them, warming himself. Inside, the high priest began asking Jesus about his followers, what he had been teaching them. Jesus replied, everyone knows what I teach. I have preached regularly in the synagogue and the temple where the people gather. I have not spoken in secret. Why are you asking me this question? Ask those who heard me. They know what I said. See, he's only dealing with the facts here. That's it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What do y'all want to do? They wanted him to go into his teaching. See, that courtroom wasn't the time for me to go into a straw man rhetoric. And I am the real man and I'm the living blood. I don't have to say that. They can see that. They see who I am. All I needed to tell them why I was doing it. What was my purpose? That was it. Let me keep going. Jesus replied, if I said anything wrong, you must prove it. But if I am speaking the truth, why are you beating me? So they were beating him, right? Then Annas bound Jesus and sent him to Caiaphas, the high priest. Now, these are the church leaders that are abusing him. This is not the Roman leader of the time, Pontius Pilate. These are the people who were supposed to be about truth and justice. This is why, what y'all think? When I say stop leaving them churches alone, this was the church doing this. And as you know, some of y'all are going to church and the church has persecuted y'all. Or even put y'all in uncomfortable positions. Or you watch them persecuting each other. This is the church. This is a lesson about church. Why it's a destructive force in our communities. Are there good churches? Yes, some of them are good. But are they teaching you that you are God? God is in you? The truth is in you? No, they come in and tell you, come to this church. This is where the truth is. It's the only place you're going to get it. And if I ain't telling you the truth, it ain't the truth. You know, some of them actually believe that they are the voice of God to you instead of telling you as a messenger, because every messenger from the Bible was saying, I come not to do the will, my will, but the will of the Father, the higher consciousness, the mastermind. I don't have authority to tell you what God is telling you in your life. You have that authority. You have dominion. And let me skip down to 28. Jesus' trial before Caesar ended in the early hours of the morning. Then he was taken to the headquarters of the Roman governor. His accusers didn't go inside because it would defile them, and they wouldn't be allowed to celebrate the Passover. So they sent this man off to his death, but they wouldn't go there to defile. They wanted to hold on to this ritual instead of the truth. This is some of what people are doing. They want to hold on to these ritualistic ideas when they go into court and these legal theories, and this is why they don't win. Then he said, so Pilate, the governor, went out to them and said, what is your charge against this man? We wouldn't have handed him over if he weren't a criminal, they retorted. Then take him away and judge him by your own law. He was like, go do him by your own law. They had their own law, and they wanted this government to be the law over them. And this, I'm reading this for a reason because I'm reading Remedy. I'm going to read it again. Then take him away and judge him by your own law. The reason why we're having issues, because we are going into their law to be judged. See, now y'all might say, well, King, you got your name change done by their law. No, I went and I said, this, you guys are calling me this. Now it's time for you to call me that. Because you switched up on me. So I need you guys, since y'all want to make up names, no, here's who I really am. Right there. That's why that was necessary. And plus, I had lived a lifetime of being recognized as that. So I had to go to the same place that created it to uncreate it. All right? So Pilate went into his headquarters and called for Jesus to be brought to him. Are you the king of the Jews? He asked him. Jesus replied, is this your own question? Or did others tell you about me? Am I a Jew, Pilate? Am I a Jew? Pilate retorted. Your own people and their leading priests brought you to me for trial. Why? What have you done? Jesus said, my kingdom is not an earthly kingdom. See, he's staying straight spiritual. He's staying on a higher level in this conversation. My kingdom is not an earthly kingdom. If it were, my followers would fight. If it were, my followers would fight to keep me from being handed over to Jewish leaders. But my kingdom is not of this world, meaning it's of a higher dominion. Pilate said, so you are king. Jesus responded, you say I am king. Actually, I was born and came into the world to testify to the truth. All who love the truth recognize what I say is true. See, straight spiritual. He's not going into legal theory. You know, how you guys are wrong and you're lying. He didn't do that. What is truth? Pilate said. Then he went out again to the people and told them, he is not guilty of any crime, but you have customs of asking me to release one prisoner each year at Passover. Would you like me to release this king of the Jews? But they shouted, no, not this man. We want Barabbas. See, they were not interested in the truth. Right? They weren't interested. But back to the name change. I just read that. There wasn't a whole lot of rhetoric going on. He just confirmed or denied whatever was being said. And that's what I try to tell you guys. Y'all don't have to go into these long spills about USC, such and such and such. That never came out of my mouth. I just stayed straight. This is why I'm doing it. So, back to the story. So the judge says, yeah, you do this. And he was talking for about 5 minutes on this. when we do this, you're going to take this and you can take it to all of these entities, and they will change your identity on these documents. So we go into it, and he says, this is on them, I had to do it on the record, speaking to the mic. So we went on the record. He asked me my name and everything. And I'm going to cut through the story because it's almost 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to first read my petition. About to give y'all a remedy right here on the air, or what my petition actually said. Here it is. This case is, it says, the petitioner would respectfully show unto the court. Petitioner is a free inhabitant of York County, South Carolina. See that? Free inhabitant. See, it was that word that brought in them men in suits, and I revealed to you guys who those guys in the suits were. Petitioner is 50 years of age. Petitioner was born in Bronx, New York on October 27th, 1969. That's right, birthday's next week. By the way, I'm taking a week off next week. We're going on vacation. The name on the petitioner's birth certificate is Hakeem Barber. So I styled it exactly how the birth certificate. So when you style your paperwork and they say what the name is, if it's all cap, you style it exactly the way the birth certificate is styled. Okay? Petitioner wished to change his name to Hakeem Barber. I guess that's why the judge asked the question, because I said Hakeem Barber the way it's styled in the birth certificate. Reason for the name change. Number one, now in my paperwork, I mentioned 18 U.S.C. 1342, as I've done in shows before, what you need to do, right? It says, it is unlawful to use fictitious name or assumed name pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 1342. Whoever, for the purpose of conducting, promoting, or carrying on by means of the postal service any scheme or device mentioned in Section 1341 of the title, or any other unlawful business, uses or assumes or requests to be addressed by any fictitious, false, or assumed title, name, or address, or name other than its own proper name, any letter, postal card, package, or other mail matter addressed to any such fictitious, false, assumed title, name, or address, or name that then is his own proper name, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. Number two, capitis diminutio maxima, the highest or most comprehensive law status. 3, 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. So if you have elevated your consciousness, you're a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Now, all things are of God, who has reconciled us to himself through Jesus Christ, and has given us the ministry of reconciliation. What was I doing in the courtroom? I was reconciling the name. What does reconcile mean? Let's look at this. Reconciliation. Definition of reconciliation is the restoration of friendly relations. The action of making one view or belief compatible with another. Reuniting, reunion, conciliation. Okay? I was reconciling friendly relations. Why? Because that all caps is a belligerent. It's the enemy of the state. It's a debtor. Right? Doesn't the Bible says not to be the debtor? Don't be the borrower. You're supposed to be the creditor. So this is why I use that scripture. Right? And there you got people who laughing because you want to use the Bible. But this word, I was restoring friendly relationships with who? The government that created the hostile entity called the strawman, where they make him responsible for all debts. There you go. Now, that is that God was in Christ reconciling the world to himself. So what am I doing? I'm reconciling myself back also to God or to God in me. Because the straw man was a government property, and I'm using that and saying they are the authority over me, the God in me. Not imputing their trespasses to them, and has committed to us the word of reconciliation. They got imputing, and it's with a D, but they put the D in brackets. Let's see what that means. I hope y'all grasping this, because I'm never going to do this again. So I hope y'all. So impute means represent, especially something. So it says not imputing their trespasses. So representing something, especially something under this rival, as being done, caused, or possessed by someone, attribute. So they ascribe that straw man to you, and that's a trespass. Okay? And he has committed to us the word of reconciliation. Now then, we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God was pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. For he made him who knew no sin to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in him. So, let me keep going. Number 6, petitioner has attached here to the results of a criminal background check and screening statement from SLED, indicating that he is not listed on the divisions of sex offender registry. This is why some of y'all, some people gonna have a hard time with some of these things. They do the background check, and y'all they're gonna use that as a reason not to let you out. Petitioner has attached here to a screening statement from SCDSS, indicating that he is not listed on the Department of Central Registry of Child Abuse and Neglect. Petitioner has attached here to an affidavit that he is not under any court order to pay child support or alimony. Petitioner does not seek to change his name for fraudulent, illegal, or improper purpose. Wherefore, the petitioner prays as follows. For an order granting petitioner's name change to Akeem Barber, which is the upper and lower. For an order directing the state registrar to issue an amended birth certificate reflecting the petitioner's name, change name to Akeem Barber, for such further relief as the court deemed just and proper. So this was like, I got this petition offline, and then I had to adjust it. Like, I had to put in free inhabitants, and then I had the affidavits was all the things they spoke of, the record check, criminal records check, the affidavit that I don't owe any child support. Oh yeah, and then guess what I put on my consent to release information? My race is American Indian, right? That's what I wrote in. I wrote that in. I'm changing some things because I've been digging. But I just told y'all that's what I put on there. And here it is, the order. Hopefully I can read all of this before Lauren calls me. She's about to call. So here's the order. After all of the conversations that went on, it said, it appearing to the satisfaction of the family court from the verified petition from change of name filed, petition in above titled action, that this court has jurisdiction over this matter pursuant to section 20-7-420, Code of Laws of South Carolina, 1976, as amended, that the party is entitled to and is not in any way disqualified to have his name changed, and that the applicable provisions of section 15-49-10 Code of Laws of South Carolina, 1976, as amended, have been complied with, and that the following good and sufficient reasons exist for the change of name. A, the petitioner was born, Akeem Barber, that's in all caps, on October 27, 1969 in Bronx, New York. Petitioner is recognized as Akeem Barber, that's upper and lower. That the petitioner filed a verified petition affirming that his desire for a name change is not to avoid civil liability or criminal prosecution, creditors' judgments, and that he has never filed bankruptcy, does not have a criminal record, and has never been placed on any type of abuse registry in the state or any other state, nor has petitioner ever been denied a passport. Isn't that interesting? that they deny the passport. C, that no confusion, crime, or fraud will result from all the requested name change, as petitioner simply dropping use of his name in all capitals and using the same spelling but lowering all letters except the first letter of his first name, first and last name. Therefore, it is hereby ordered, adjudged, and decreed that the name of the petitioner, Akeem Barber, in all caps, is hereby changed to Akeem Barber, and that he is hereby allowed to use the name of Akeem Barber for all purposes, socially, professionally, and legally from this day henceforth. And it is so ordered. And I'll be right back.
Stay right there.
Stay right there.
You're listening to Hindsight Radio.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so I read the petition, I read the order, and it, it went through without drama. Now, so I called someone I'm working with. If you're in my private group, we got a guy who handles all of our DC bonds and stuff like that. So I called him up and told him what happened. He congratulated me, and then he said something. He said, "Was the Secret Service in there with you?" And then I thought about it. I said, "No." And I said, "Wait a minute. There was these guys with these suits on that I never, which was unusual." So yes, y'all, when you put in a petition like this and put in certain language, they're going to send the Secret Service in that room to see who you are. See if you're one of these sovereign citizen knuckleheads trying to do this to cause problems for them. See, I'm not looking to have problems with these people. I'm just trying to correct the record. That's it. I'm not trying to, cause havoc in their courtrooms. Because one thing, once I get to the next level of teaching, I'm going to show y'all that those courtrooms, they are not for you. We've been tapping on the wrong door. That has been said in the past, but they always pointed y'all in the wrong direction. I'm going to point y'all in the right direction. But first, you got to go and unlock that door where they got you trapped in and get out of that room of the straw man and get out. Now that I'm out, now I can go put in what I need, where I really need to be, where my ancestors have been telling me to go for a long time, but we just didn't see it. And I revealed that, and most likely that's only going to be revealed in my seminars. That's it. Not my seminars, my private class. I might reveal it in seminars. I might I'll probably talk about it on seminars. Y'all come see me face to face. Which I'm going to have a seminar real soon. I'm working on it. If y'all got questions, press the 1. Y'all want to talk about this name change thing? Because y'all better take advantage of what I'm doing tonight. Because next week we're going to be talking about spiritual things again until I move to drop something else, or I might be dropping something else next week. It just depends. The ancestors, they come and they say, "Well, this is what you need to talk about tonight. This is what you need to say to them tonight." I don't have a script, y'all. But let me go to the phone line. A few people got their hands up. 715-501. Peace.
Akeem. What's up, Akeem?
Yo, Marco. Peace, man.
Akeem, the disciple of the true God. The God in him.
Yeah.
You're a disciple, man. I'm telling you. You preaching it, man.
Man.
Yeah. Just what you're saying is mind blowing.
I'm sorry.
It's almost like what happened to me, but I did it through Zoom, the Zoom video conference, and it was a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Right. I was under light camera action.
Oh man, I hate going to those courtrooms. I don't know, it's like this dark feeling around you,
But you know, first time I felt okay once I was in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was at home sitting on my chair. I was comfy. I wasn't nervous at all. And then the judge said, he goes, "Why are you doing this?" He goes, "Are you one of those sovereign citizens?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm doing it for my religious reasons." And then he goes, "Oh, okay."
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, same thing. Like, he said, I thought he was trying to trip me up, because he said, I said I want to change my name to my proper name, and I explained it explicitly. And he goes, "Okay, so you wanted to have it the traditional way." And I didn't pick it up until like after the court was done. I'm like, did this dude just pull a fast one on me? Like, I said proper, you said traditional.
It's just the same. He's saying the same thing. That is the traditional way.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is, if that's the traditional way, why is the court using an untraditional way?
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Yeah, because we're
saying?
following their laws.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Man. And that, oh man. So
that's revealing when they say that. Yeah.
Boy, what's tripping me out is what he said to you afterwards. Yeah, you can change it in the IRS and passport, social. I'm like, blown away, man. When you said that, I was like, holy damn. That's what I'm doing next. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
He said, go down, what I didn't say, he said, go down and get 6 certified copies so you can give it to all of these entities if you so choose to have it changed.
Cool. Excellent.
Right. You got to get your certified copies, and I want you to get an exemplified copy as well.
Simplified copy. Right, cool.
Exemplified, yes.
Did you see, you went into the course, so I did it on the Zoom, and they didn't tell me, like, when I didn't even get the petition back with the court order yet. But on the website, it says that it's been done. And I
just gonna go down there and get them. Tell me one certified copy.
Yep, I think I'm just gonna go down there and just get it.
Let me blow your mind even further.
Oh shit!
There was no flags in that courtroom, yo.
There was no what? Oh, really?
No.
Wow.
I don't remember. It was a blur, but I don't remember seeing any standing behind him.
What? That is crazy, man. They're like, they're probably thinking like, this dude, he's doing some shit that a lot of people don't even know about, and we got to check to see what the hell he's doing.
The court had to change because of what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't go in there proper, they're gonna use that they're gonna treat you like the straw man.
Yep. Wow.
And some of you gonna have a hard time when y'all have these. Some people gonna have records that y'all got some ties to them somehow that has to be done and undone before they let you through this gate. You're gonna have to.
They didn't even tell me how to do the thumbprint or background check or any of that crap.
Some states are not like that. New York is not like that. Just some states, the southern states for the most part are like that. They want all of these background checks and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like up north New York, they don't ask for a background check. For a name change.
Okay. Well, that answers my question. I have another off-topic question, but are you kind of like... Go ahead.
Before you ask that question, but they do a background check on you. Listen, they knew who I was when I walked in that courtroom.
Yeah.
They knew exactly they probably know about my shows. They know everything. They just wanted to see how I was going to behave in that courtroom before they moved forward.
Yep. Yeah, they know.
I came, I came
who I am
apart like I was coming for a serious event. I didn't come with, looking like I just played basketball or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, you keep, keep styling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of answered my question already, my second question. It was off topic, but, I've been dealing with the IRS, but I never had to deal with the state. And, I send the letters to the IRS, but the letters to the state I've never done before. And
the state is
I don't know
like
if
they're a little more difficult to deal with because they'll just roll through you. But the way I handle the state is through the Constitution, letting them know I got in touch with the commissioner of the IRS for the state. I went straight to the top. That's the way you're going to have to deal with the state. Let them know that they're not following the Constitution by pursuing this. And whatever they're saying is in dispute with the IRS until, because they can't resolve that until the IRS comes to a resolution, which they never will.
Yeah.
See, the IRS, the IRS and all of them has got the states involved in this money scheme to get money out of you.
Yeah.
So they're the only way they can tax you is if you do a federal return. So how can they assess you if you haven't been assessed by the IRS through the federal?
I know, that's why I was tripping. Like,
so they want to hold just like them.
Yeah, I was tripping. Like, why? I never got one because I haven't filed anything to the IRS, and they sent me this letter. But you know what I was thinking? Like, if I get this, the certified copy saying that ain't me.
Did they send it in all caps?
Yes, they did. Let me see.
Right. Okay.
Pretty damn sure they did. Yeah, they did. All caps. Oh, that's just all caps. So I was thinking I could throw that in there too with the court order. I wonder what their response is going to be. But I'll let you know. And
okay.
What else I was going to tell you? Oh, I was going to drop. I got this new website. I don't know if it'll be all right if I drop it on your radio show. That's okay. My new website is called King Khans. This is KINGKHANZ.com.
Okay.
If anyone want to check it out. But again, thank you, Keem, for your enlightenment.
What's on the website? You didn't tell them what they're going there for.
Oh yeah, it's about that the Americas is our land. That's our birthright. And history stuff. And check it out. I just got it started, and if anyone's interested, go ahead and check it out. And
yeah.
But I appreciate you, Akeem. I appreciate you.
Type that in the chat. Type that in the chat when you get a chance.
Oh, okay. I gotta get in the chat.
All right.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, Akeem.
Right.
Appreciate you, man. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, let's go to 786-597.
Hey, peace to you guys.
The phone lines are full up today, man.
Yeah, you don't open it up.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I had a different issue than what you and Marco have. I actually got an order denying the name change. So, actually got a.
Why did they deny it?
No, they sent me some. They say that let me see, I got the order right here. Hold on, we got a little red box, disposed by the judge. Well, can I read it, or you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, read it. If you don't mind. Help somebody out.
Yes, the caption is order denying petitioner's name change. It says this cause came before the court on September 24, 2020, on petitioner's petition for name change. In the court, having heard arguments of petitioner and noting that petitioner did not seek a true name change, but rather when and where capital letters can be used by the clerk of court in other matters, being otherwise advised in the premises, it is hereupon order and adjudged that said motion be, and the same is hereby denied as mute, done in order in chambers.
What did you put in as a reason for you changing your name? What was your reason?
I put the let me see here. I followed the what is the affidavit? I think here it is. Not the affidavit. Like the documents that we have for the petition name change. I think we went over that on the private membership class. I put
But y'all never saw my petition in the membership. I don't remember reading that. Did I read it?
No, I don't think you did. No.
Did you use the Bible or anything like that?
I used the Bible. I used 18 USC 1342. I used the Bible, Matthew. Not Matthew, but Second Corinthians 5:17 to 21. That's pretty good. Then I use the Capitus, the all caps, the definition. I think it's from Black Laws Dictionary. And
you might have to appeal that decision. So
yes, I did.
What?
Yeah, I appealed the decision. Asked for like a rehearing, and right now it says that it's been completed. So I know they have the the petition for a rehearing, and they accepted it. I'm just trying to see when they're gonna have it rescheduled, because I did it with the Zoom through the Zoom interface. I wasn't, they still can't allow us to like physically appear there. So I'm trying to see what the response is going to be for that.
All right. So what's your question?
As far as it's probably I don't know why was it not. They mentioned something about the clerks of court. They styling because they do some type of internal styling in there. I said I really don't know about the internal style. I just know that this is what I'm trying to do. And I went back and forth to the judge and saying that it's the same, and I'm trying to understand why it's the same. You see, one name is spelled in all caps, the other one is spelled in proper form. So how is the same? And
it's
you pretty much like
that's
the
all caps is an acronym, so it's not the same, and it's not the traditional way of doing things. Yes.
So I got into I felt discouraged because I thought I did something wrong, and the judge telling me, no, you did everything correctly. I'm just like, now I'm really confused. If everything's done correctly, why you why was denied? So I probably did. Most likely, I probably didn't make it. I just need to have the rehearing done so I can clarify my opinion, because I'm guessing it was lost in translation. I didn't present it how I was supposed to present it, so I think I have to just take another second bite at the apple and make sure I do it correctly.
Yeah, I would do a rehearing because he didn't really. He's trying to say they're the same, and it's not. And GPO, man, you said it's not.
Correct.
Right. So.
All right. So let me just focus on that.
Yeah, just do the rehearing. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, peace. Remember, the GPO manual can be a tool for that as well, because it tells you how things are supposed to be properly styled. So some of y'all might have to go in there and use that. All right, let's go to 901-265.
Peace, God.
Peace. What's going on?
Congratulations on the announcement. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I just want to thank you for being a true leader, going out, getting it done, and bringing it back so that people can see, and having that 7 scans fit that our ancestors required of the leaders. And I want you to know I appreciate what you did. That's an amazing feat, and I really appreciate that for everybody involved, so we can see what needs to be done and get it done.
You can't teach without doing.
That's right.
If I'm going to tell you to do something, I'm going to do it myself. Only reason why it took me so long to do it is COVID-19. But I'm glad for COVID-19 because it put me, with the right judge.
Mm-hmm.
It put me in the position to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Put you where the ancestors had ordained you to be, and it had to go through these steps So that's a beautiful
Yes.
thing. And I did have one
yes,
question.
it's beautiful.
Your
Well, go ahead. What's your question?
the order that was written, did you write it or did the judge write it?
No. Oh, see, Dad, I'm glad you asked that question. Because in South Carolina, whenever you petition the court for anything, you're supposed to draft your own proposed order. That's the requirement. And even in the name change, it said if it didn't have a proposed order, they won't hear the case, right?
Okay.
So when I turned my paperwork in way back in, I think it was like June or April, maybe it was late. I turned it in. Wait a minute, I can tell you what I turned it in. June 11th is when I turned it in, right?
Okay.
I had the proposed order with it, and she went, took my paperwork, and took about 10, 15 minutes to come back to me. I said, oh, this is going to be something. She comes back and gives me back the proposed order, then tells me, call back in August for a court date because they show judges, they have to call judges in, blah, blah, blah. But she gave me back my proposed order. So I thought, I was thinking negative about that, like, she was supposed to take it, but, my spirit said, don't push the issue. So the order that was given me, they drafted it.
Oh.
Exactly like that. They wrote that right there that day on the spot. He took a recess, which took about 5 minutes, and I thought that was forever because I was sitting there with these 3 deputies behind me and the Secret Service guy just sitting there. We all quiet, just fiddling our thumbs. I'm like, oh, what is he doing back there? Did I say something wrong? I had all these negative things, just all kind of crazy thoughts going through my head. And my mind was playing tricks on me. He came out with the order, so he had that already prepared.
Sure did. Came out that quick.
And then he told the clerk exactly, read it off, and said, here, take this, give it to the clerk downstairs. So I had to go down to the clerk of court and get my certified copy. And I didn't have to pay for those. They made them for me.
And you also mentioned to get a exemplified copy. Could you share with us?
Yeah, get an exemplified copy. I'll tell y'all that in the premium membership.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say get an exemplified copy. That ain't for everybody's ears.
Okay. And one last question. You said change your nationality to American Indian.
I didn't say change it to that. I did. My friend said write that down, and I wrote it down.
Okay. No problem.
Like on the thing when they asked me what the rate, I just said American. Now, isn't that in line with what I've been reading over the last couple of weeks?
Of the last couple of years?
Oh, the last couple of years I've been saying it. And people have, no, we this and we that, we this and this, we that. Nah. I'm going by what them treaties are saying we are. I know more is a more accurate terminology, but when they wrote these laws, they were using the terms Americans. Yes, they had places in there, like in Delaware, they wrote down Moors and did that. But in this area, Moors was a subtitle, not the main title.
Okay.
You see? Now, Moors fine, but you see the results I got when I used American, right? You see the results when I use American on a passport. You see the results. Nobody's getting results like that using Moor on it.
They can't push back
on their paperwork. Right.
Can't push back.
Yeah. Right. They can't. They're not getting those results. What? All the people that's using Moors and these Moorish IDs, what is happening? They're going to jail.
Yep.
I look at facts. I don't look at what they say is going to happen, what they think. I look at what is happening when they use those terms. And I look at what happens when I use the term American or I use a tribal name from our actual ancestors.
Right. And
You
one
see what
last
I'm
thing. Very interesting. I was looking at the clan mother. And when this was initially set up, we went from families to clans. We're actually clans. Right. And then a few years later, they set up the Ku Klux Klan to terrorize and kill and try to destroy our people. So to me, they flipped because they spell their clan with a K. And the clan we is with a C. So they also start.
A clan, this is the definition of clan.
Right. Let me pull my
dictionary. A group of close-knit and interrelated families, especially children with families in Scottish Highlands. This is one of their definitions. Family, especially a large one. A clan is a family. What we're calling family today. So a group of people with strong common interest. That's the definition. CLAN. And I think that's right on par with tribe.
Right.
Yeah, a large number a tribe, a social division in traditional society consisting of families or communities linked by social, economic, religious, or blood ties with common culture and dialect, typically having a recognized leader. So that's tribe.
In the 1828 dictionary, the North Webster Dictionary, it states children, posterity, a tribe, breed, generation, family, a race, a family, a tribe, hence an association of persons under a chieftain. So, like you said, it's it was just interesting. It came to me that they even wanted our family title, which is we are a clan, which is a family.
Right.
It's been a pleasure, Bob.
Okay.
Appreciate
all right, Glenda, thank you.
All you do.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Now, one of the things that I tried to reinforce in that paperwork, I said free inhabitant. Free inhabitant. All right, 253-476.
Yeah, peace to the gods.
Hey, peace to the God. What's going on?
Yeah, you got it, Akeem. Hey, I want to thank you for all of the good paperwork that you've given. But before I get into this, I need to explain something to you about what's going on, because when you were mentioning something about the confusion in your thoughts and stuff like that, okay, I need for everybody to hear this. Okay, this is what's going on. There is some very negative energies all around the planet. Okay, sometimes you may be feeling confused. Sometimes you may be feeling drained. Sometimes you may say, well, what I'm going to do tomorrow, and then when tomorrow comes, then your mind has changed. Okay, this is an attack. And with you being spiritual, with Marco being spiritual, the two spiritual people that I know on the line, as well as Glenda, all of the work that she's doing to help people, I'm trying to give you all a heads up what's going on. Everybody who is capable of helping anybody is being attacked. Mentally, you're feeling overly drained. And notice now, when the sun goes down, you feel a relief. Okay, our planet, our whole solar system here, we're moving out of the third dimension. We're moving into the fourth dimension. There is a battle going. I know this is going to sound crazy, but this is the truth. There is a battle that's going on in space with the reptilians that got their asses kicked already. There's millions of kids being brought up from underneath the planet in the domes. They got them babies that they have down there. They've been drinking these children's blood. This is some really sick shit that they're doing. Donald Trump has rescued about 50 million children, babies, from underneath the earth with this adrenochrome shit going on. This is very, very sad. This is the truth. This is what's going on. And with you being spiritual, Akeem, these motherfucking entities, they know who you are. So they're going to be attacking you like they're attacking me. With me, too. Even when I do spiritual cleanses and incense and stuff, it still don't want to do any good.
Right.
What's going on? What's going on? We're going to have to hold on a little bit longer until we get through this. We have a lot of help that is here. We have boots on the ground. We have extraterrestrials that are here. We have gigantic motherships that are in the atmosphere. There's so much shit that's going on. I don't want to tell everybody all this because they're going to think I'm crazy. But we'll get through this. This is a spiritual attack on us all, especially the spiritual people who are trying to help someone. You're going to be getting attacked the most. So you got to stick with your prayers. And, stick with your meditation, stick with your prayers, and we're all going to get through this.
Okay, thanks for that, Eddie.
But I want to tell you about
the spiritual attack because those thoughts that I had was not usual. I
know.
But, that I was even to the point where I ain't going to go. And but I went. And I got to remember, these spiritual attacks or these attacks that they're doing are all illusions. And it's your choice to believe in them. Yeah, they're trying to throw things, whatever they're doing. It's illusions.
Most
All
definitely.
right, thanks.
Hey, but I wanted to share with you, we went down to the court today to put in our paperwork, me and my wife.
Right.
When we first got in there, the clerk, I think he must have started feeling my energy or something because when I walked up to him, he kind of started shaking. And then when he started reading the petition, he said that, you want to do a name change? He said, well, both of these names are the same. I said, no, they're not. He said, well, yeah, this name right here and this name right here, this is your name. I said, no, that name right there, the all upper case letter, that is not my name.
Right.
And he said, well, why do you want to change it? I said, it is my spiritual belief that I want to be recognized in my proper name, my wife and myself, while we are alive. So he said that after he finished shaking, he said that he needed to go inside and talk to his supervisor. Okay, and then when he came back, he was smiling, and he said that and I need to tell you that he gave congratulations on your paperwork because we used your paperwork that you gave us. He says that he liked paperwork. He said he loves paperwork that's put together neat and nice. So I started talking to him a little bit more, kind of ease him down because I know he was feeling my energy. So I had calmed him down and everything, and I explained it to him. This is my spiritual belief to be recognized in my proper capacity. I said, in accordance with the United States of America, the congressional record, the all capital letter name, that is not my name. That is a government made-up name. And he said, oh, you do know the law. I said, I know a little bit. I didn't want to go off on it with everything that I know. But,
they be playing dumb,
we got our date and everything, so so I just wanted to thank you for everything you gave us.
All right, no problem. Thanks. Good story,
all right.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
They know, because that judge talked about the IRS, and he must have looked up that, I've been battling with them IRS people for years. He had to. I was no stranger, man. 773-398.
Hey, what's up, Akeem?
Hey, what's going on, Pete?
What's going on? This is Dre Pauls, man, in Chicago. How's it going?
Dre Pauls, what's going on, Chicago? What's going on?
You got it. Hey, peace to the God. Hey, that brother was just on. I heard the same thing what he was just talking about. Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I got a buddy, Matt. He talks about that all the time. And I'm not. What they're saying is that he's pretty accurate. And now I know it sounds crazy. I just don't talk about it because why talk about something that people don't understand, overstand?
Exactly.
So, and that's not my lane. That's his lane. Eddie's lane. That's their lane. I stay in my lane and try to keep y'all on. Let's get this stuff, because I can't go do nothing about the adrenochromal stuff.
Right.
I can't do anything, so I don't spend my time on it. So I spend my time on here. This is what y'all need to do because things are changing. The courts are changing. And I want y'all to be ready when it happens because some people are going to be stuck in that mode. You know, they're gonna become the debtors, the slaves. They're gonna remain slaves. Time to get out.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
You know.
But I had a question on the. Did you submit your authenticated birth certificate?
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And your birth certificate is all caps?
No, mine isn't. Mine is up.
Okay. Yeah, mine is too. That's what I was just wondering. Okay.
Yeah, mine isn't. But that's why I read it to y'all the way I did. Go back and listen to the show.
Yeah.
Go back in the beginning because I read the whole petition like verbatim.
Okay, yeah, because I missed the first part of it. Yeah,
I read the whole petition verbatim. I'm gonna put it up on my website. You know, I gotta take out some first, and eventually. But first, I'm gonna hand my petition over to all my premium members. You know, if you're a premium member, you ain't gotta worry about it. I'm just gonna give y'all a copy of it.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah,
I'm on. Yeah, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll get that at the next meeting. All right.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Peace
I might
to God.
send it out before because I got vacation and it's a lot going on. All right.
Okay.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
All right. That's right. Premium members get first dibs on my on stuff. 510910.
Yeah. Oh, this is Anthony. Hey, I was listening to that brother that was on earlier. What's his name? Marco. And I was trying to catch that website
Marco.
that he. Yes. Did you write that website down?
If he put it, it is KingGanz.com. It's KingKhanz as in zebra.com.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Ganz. KingKhanz.com.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That's all I wanted, bro. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Hey, thanks. All right, peace.
You're welcome. All right, another caller, 503-890.
Hey, peace, Hakeem. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Pete.
Peace. Well, I want to first say congratulations, man, on getting the results you wanted in court with your name change order. Yep, you're welcome. And I have a short testimony. I went to your what do you call it? I don't want to say webinar, but your seminar in Las Vegas. I think it was last year. And I got some information from you, and finally got my child support cleared up. Basically just paying it off.
Congrats, brother.
And then I know it would have been faster and easier because I've been on it for like 20 years, so I was almost done anyway. So finally wrapped that up, and so applied for my passport, followed your steps, and did it expedited on September 28th, and I got it this Saturday, so just under 4 weeks.
They let you do expedited? You tricking people.
Yeah.
Good deal, brother.
Yep. You know.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. That's good testimony.
Went to the post office and so let me look at the prices again. Let me see how much I'm going to be paying. And then I decided to read the COVID stuff that they had up there first. So I read all that. And then went down and they said expedite was available. It was like the regular page before COVID hit. I was like, man, well, let me tell the people at the post office. And they didn't even know at the post office. They said they hadn't even gotten an email yet on it. And they let me pay for it and did it, and boom, 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 it went through.
Wow.
So,
see, they ain't even announcing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, man.
Announce it, so.
If you got your spiritual alignment, things fall into place for you. It does. If you're in line, and I just want people to realize if things ain't going your way, you got to look at yourself first. You know, I know that's a hard pill to swallow for some people, but it's nothing more. That's the truth. You know, even sometimes I got to swallow that in my own medicine. When things don't go right, wait a minute, brother. Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know it was meant for it to happen that day because I got there, I was rushing, So I got there, and I realized I didn't have my birth certificate. And I took the whole day off from work, to take care of this. And so the lady said, you know what, okay, we'll try to squeeze you back in. If you don't let me park, go get it and come back. Boom. Man, I hurried up and flew home and flew back. And they slid me in, did my paper real quick, boom, 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 make sure she was there, and man, it went through like a breeze.
Man, good deal.
And then when I checked the website, like 2-3 weeks later, but they said they didn't have no record of me on the travel, travel.state.gov, whatever it is, for the passport page. I checked with them, and it said it was no record of me. So finally, after about doing that 3 or 4 times, I decided to call them. So after being on hold for 35 minutes, they got on the line. They said, after I verified my information, they said, yeah, we have a tracking number for you. You should be getting yours this Monday. And part of it came on Saturday. So I don't know what, they didn't post it, but I got it. So I was happy about that.
Wow. They didn't want everybody to get an expedited passport right now. They know people will rush in.
I'm sorry, say that.
So y'all hearing that? They know people will rush in and try to get it. That's why they're not saying anything. But y'all here, I'm just telling y'all can do expedited, go for it. That gate is open.
Yup.
Yeah.
And I got a question for you. I need to get certified copies of the documents that they use. Like you had a file with the certified copies from the passport.
Yeah, go down to go down. You talking about the passport, right?
Yeah.
You want certified copies of your passport process, right? Go to my YouTube channel. I have a video with the instructions on there. How to get certified copies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a video. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I will check that out tonight.
Right there on my YouTube channel.
Can I ask you one last question about the passport?
Yeah, what's that? Go ahead.
Should it say on the endorsements page about our nationality on there since it's different than a U.S. citizen?
Go back. Go to my YouTube channel again. There's a video that says, "What will your passport look like as a national?" That's the title.
You have a video? You have a video that says that?
I have a video because I get that question all the time, and I have a video that tells you, and because they tell you what it's going to look like. If you just read the rules, it tells you this is what it's going to look like. What will your passport? Let's see. What will your passport look like as a national? Once you apply as a national, that's the video.
So, cool. I will check that out.
All right.
That's all the questions I have.
And
thank you very much.
The one about the certified copies. The title of that one is Passport FOIA Request Instruction. That's the title.
Passport for your what instructions?
FOIA. FOIA request instruction. Passport FOIA request instruction.
Oh, got you.
That's the title of it.
Got you.
All right.
All right.
Actually,
Thank you.
You in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
No, I'm not. I'm on the road.
Okay. No problem.
Thank
you. Those are the 2 videos. All right. I answered most of those questions. Everybody, my passport doesn't say this and they say that. It still says P. Because some knuckleheads were telling y'all that the P stands for pauper. That's a lie. The P simply stands for passport. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more. All right. Now I'm gonna close out my show with this. Jeremiah 51:45. Come out of her, my people. Run for your lives. Run for the fierce anger of the Lord. That's not the actual one I want. It says, Revelations 18:4. Then I heard another voice from heaven say, "Come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins or contract any of her plagues." See? Sins. social identification number system. Leave it alone. All right.